Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a tier 8 yacht tank, or M3I, or however you would call this vehicle. And honestly, I think this tank is pretty nice and pretty good overall. Lately, a couple of days ago, I marked this tank from scratch to 100%, and I enjoyed the experience. Although I must admit, average performance wasn't like super extraordinary. I think it was like 2.5 thousand damage and 500 assisting damage, maybe something like this. And then I started thinking, why so? And you know what? I couldn't figure this out. There are some tanks whenever you are doing 3000 damage per game quite easily, and this tank wasn't one of those, but I have some very good games prepared for you. But this is going to be on the extra channel if you had no clue. We have one, just simply type in the YouTube Skillful 2 extra and you will see everything yourself. It's pretty much highlighted games from the streams, right? Anyways, what do we have? We have a tier 9 matchmaking. We are going to be alright, I believe so. And now let's talk about one of the most important parts of this vehicle, what this tank has to offer. And in my humble opinion, fellas, this is the reason why this tank is absolutely glorious. 290 millimeters of penetration, gold rounds, hits is absolutely glorious. You see E75s, I believe we are going to slap the living crap out of them, and those E75s will regret their life choices. At least this is the plan, this is the hope, and this is the dream, right? Whenever all stars are aligned, oh boy, we are booming, we are crafting, and we are cooking, fellas. That's what we are doing here. Now, whenever you are making a decision, well, whenever you are thinking, okay, fine, fair enough, I do not really want to shoot that much gold, that's completely fine as well, because you have 223mm standard rounds with extremely good shell velocity. And that is obviously very good, and this tank deserves some good words for that as well. But this game is going to be different. I can see that we can already play very nicely, hold down here, and all we need to do, we need to slap the enemies. Now, where the gun handling goes of this tank, it is not the best gun handling in the world of tanks, I can promise you that. It truly isn't, unfortunately. Why it is not the best gun handling, I do not really know. Maybe it just feels like because hit shells are kind of slowish, but that's for sure that you are not hitting every and each shot. So you want to be somewhere in the close position in order to punish enemies and in order to slap them, right? How close do you need to be? I think, I mean, this range is absolutely perfect and it is absolutely glorious. By the way, pay attention to this E75. I believe we are going to slap him. I believe this E75 is going to regret his life choices, or at least we are going to make him to regret his life choices. Now, whenever we are sitting hold down, I would say our armor holds very well, and we are able to get a lot of use of all of this, right? But this is only whenever you are sitting hold down. In the open field, I would not say that it is absolutely glorious and it is amazing, okay? I really want to highlight this. By the way, by talking for a very first minute, we are already on the 2,500 combined score, and we are just simply starting our journey, right? There is still plenty of the stuff for us to do, and oh boy, we are going to feel great. And now, as you can see, this E75, he cannot do absolutely anything for us. Look, how many tier 8s can slap E75? Like, E75 is nothing. Like, E75 would be made out of paper. How many tanks can do that? Not many, fellas. Truly not many. And in the same time, we have a very nice hold down capability, you know? We can play hold down and we can slap everyone left, right, and center. I do not know how about you, but that sounds extremely great to me, and it really looks nice. Now, where consistency goes, you know, you can have bad matchmaking whenever you are playing with a tier 10, and unfortunately there is not that many hold down positions, and this is where I found I am struggling the most in a way, right, with this vehicle. Whenever you are having just simply, whenever you are bottom tier mother trucker, then it is the worst situation, at least for me, to play with it, right? Now, we are going to say hello for e75. Skill, are you going to bully e75? Well, more likely he is going to bully us, but let's see. Now, we are going to be completely fine and we are going to be okay. Look, he thinks that he has absolutely amazing position. That was bad aim by me, it's okay. No complaints, no regrets. Now he's thinking he's feeling great. No, buddy, you do not feel great. And even though you are slapping me back, my man, I literally do not care. This is the beauty of all of this. I don't care, buddy. The DPM, the reload time, the heat ammunition. Oh boy, fellas, we slapped them. I could not think about the better game to introduce this vehicle after I played for quite some time, right? Everything was perfect for us, although there was a lot of gold spam. And once again, you need to load that gold ammunition whenever you are dealing with E75, because let's get real. Looking into the E75 frontally with a 220 millimeters of penetration, it would be insanely hard, and I pretty much would waste my time and I would waste your time as well, right? So I just simply needed to load the gold, and I'm glad I did, fellas. Beautiful game. Very nice battle overall. 4.2 thousand damage, 1000 assisting damage, 1.5 base experience. We are first by experience and first by the damage, and we even broke even, although the main reason why we broke even is because we completed the mission. Nevertheless, beautiful first game of this tank. And now overall, you know, I marked this tank very long time ago on my main account, and I played for like 2.6 thousand damage and 600 assisting damage, right? And if we would take a look into the recent performance of my extra account, right, where I am working to get Mark of Excellence up to 100% and everything, I'm curious how did I played as well. You can see that I played better on my main account. Wow, that is actually unusual. I played better on my main account, but I believe there is a reason for that. And the main reason for that would be, on the main account, I played with this vehicle whenever it just came out, right? So maybe not many people knew the strengths of the tank, or maybe the game was a bit different, you know? Who knows? Nevertheless, good. Let's go for round number 2 and let's try to make this beautiful, magnificent bastard work, shall we? Okay, Studzanki got changed lately quite a bit, and it is completely different map as it was before, fellas. Believe me, Studzanki is like a day and night compared to the previous Studzanki. There is so many ways how you can make pressure here and how you can get involved, so this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to take this position here, and hopefully we are able to play here, hold down and slap every and each heavy tank trying to make some kind of play, right? This is the finest thing of all of this, look. High skill. Are you the real one? I think he is not. Either way, we will see. Yeah. Fellas, I need to prove myself nowadays. Yes, I'm real one. I mean, in real flesh and skin and everything. I'm the real one. I am. I know. We are playing with a tier 8. How dare you to skill play with a tier 8? Ay. Wow. Okay. Pay attention what is happening here. Enemy heavy tanks are making pressure in this side. Okay. That being said, we need to try to figure out how we can get involved here. I mean, I think we can farm this guy without bigger problems whatsoever, but we need to think what we are doing and we need to aim our shots properly, right? And everything will be fine. I have a feeling that the best play in this kind of situation is to be aggressive. What do I mean by saying being aggressive? I mean we need to eliminate this side, okay? That's what we need to do. Let's try to get involved just like so. Hopefully they won't find a nice angle to slap us while we are crossing. And you know what? I have a feeling this is the position where I want to play. But now the question is, what we're supposed to do now? What we're supposed to do now? Borat is crossing through the middle. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I still do not know all the angles in this map, and that's completely fine. There is nothing bad about it, and we are alright. Listen, I think in this situation, the base defense is all we can think of and all we can do. Hopefully our S1 will relocate and we can spot for our team, hopefully. Oh, they are coming. Oh, they are coming. Oi, 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 fellas. And they are going like tsunami. They are destroying everyone what is in front of them. And unfortunately, there is not much what we can change about this either. There is nothing what we can change about this either. Yeah, this is going to be a hard game. Do I feel bad about this? Not at all, fellas. I am feeling very, very nice and I am feeling alright. I know that some games in this game are just simply, you know, like this. A bit of the simulator, if I can say so. And you know what? You are getting used for this after some time. I can promise you that. At least this is how I feel like. I'm not acting surprised anymore that some of the games are not really winnable and some of the games are just, you know, 2-11 in like 4 minutes or so. And that's completely fine. There is nothing bad about it. There is nothing unusual about it. You know, it's just how it goes. This is World of Tanks for you. So in this situation, we are going to go out with 2000 damage and 400 assisting damage, and you know what, that's completely fine. I do not feel bad about this, and I would say this performance was fine from our side. The biggest surprise was that enemies had no one in the heavy line, right? If I would obviously knew that, I would figure out how to play somewhere over there and how to be successful in this side, but what can you do? Let's see the score. Okay, and we are back. Unfortunately with a defeat, but it happens. You can't win them all. We have 2000 damage. We have 300 assisting damage or so. We are top by experience. We are top by the damage. Enemy team simply was better. Accept it, and that's okay. It happens, fellas. Plus on top of that, we made 10,000 profits, although in this game I was spamming the standard ammunition left, right, and center. So that's to be expected. Anyways, round 3. Let's go. Okay. Last but not least, we have Ghost Town Standard Battle. Now, remember what we have done in the first battle for the E75s? We are going to do the same thing over there. If we are going to see this E75 trying to play hold down somewhere in this area, oh boy, oh boy. This E75 will definitely regret his life choices. And believe me or not, fellas, I would say this tank is better than a Patriot, because Patriot in this situation, right, whenever he is meeting E75, all Patriot can do is say, "Ee." That's all Patriot can say, right? And Yoch tank, or this tier 8, we are significantly more powerful and we can slap any E75 out there. So we are going to prove this. We are going to prove this, fellas. So, first things first, we want to get into this hold down position over there. That's what we want to do. Bizonte. Oy, 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 oy. Okay. I see. Okay, E75 is sitting here as well. Good, now we know. Now the question is, can E75 penetrate us in the face without any problems whatsoever? This is the question. This is the question, fellas. Can E75 penetrate us in the face? Yeah, that's okay. No complaints, no regrets. What do we have here? We have Liz looking at us. Doesn't really matter. I want to see this E75 peeking. This is what I'm looking for, you know? Beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. Patriot to hit the cupola of the E75 and to penetrate it in angle like this, that would be extremely difficult. That would be very, very, very difficult, fellas. I can promise you that. Hard situation. I mean, there is a possibility that I could penetrate his horn or something, but it is such a tiny chance. It's not even funny. Meanwhile, 50 TP is arriving to position and he wants to play the game. Good. Okay, what we figured out? We figured out that E75 slapped us a bit. That's fine. That is fine. Luckily, we have E75 in the back as well, so we are not left on our own, you know? In other words, we have some guys who are going to help us here. And that's okay. I do not mind it. I am going to fight for my life over there, and we are going to keep slapping the enemies left, right, and center. This is a lot of hit spam. I am very, very well aware of that, but sometimes you need to do what you need to do, right? Sometimes you need to do what you need to do, fellas. Okay, a bit too aggressive. Unfortunately, in this situation, the armor did not last that well whatsoever. I'm a bit disappointed how I played the game. I felt like I was too aggressive, you know, and as you can see, pretty much most of the penetrations hit straight into the face. 50 TP, close distance, he can hit the shots like this. 50 TP, close distance, and E75. Yeah, 4 shots and we are dead. It's okay, everything is fine, we did what we could. And first game was awesome, second game was, well, that was a gangbang, and the third game was unfortunate from my side because I was a bit greedy mother trucker. You know, in this kind of situation, I can only say one thing. I overestimated my powers and I took one for the team over there. And there is nothing what I can change about that. Meanwhile, fellas, give me a moment. Let's see how the armor looks like of this tank whenever you are sitting on the flat ground but hold down, okay? Okay, and we are back here just to see how the armor looks like of this tank. As you can see, you need to have quite a bit of the penetration in order to penetrate this tank in the face, right? And whenever this vehicle is... Okay, before that, how the things are looking like if, let's say, you are loading gold. Okay, this is a wrong gun. Let's use the gun with a proper penetration, and here you go. Gun with a proper penetration. Listen. This is how the things are looking like whenever you are meeting this tank with a heat ammunition. As you can see, it is not so easy to penetrate this vehicle. It truly isn't. I'm telling you, this tank, whenever you are playing hold down, it is a king and it is absolutely glorious vehicle, right? It truly is. But in this situation, I still was too aggressive, I think, and I made some silly goose mistakes, which is okay. It happens for the best of us. Better luck next time. Let's see the score. Fellas, mistakes were made. Too much of aggression, too much of the confidence, and too little of the brains. Sometimes it happens. Accept your responsibility. It's all right. So all in all, looking into this game, you got 1.6 thousand damage and 400 assisting damage, and nothing too crazy. And you know what? The Patriot said, what you said, you little kaku, in the start of the game? Yeah, he's better than a Patriot. Not 30 damage more. Take it one in your face. Fine. Fair enough, and that's very, very well deserved. Minus 22,000 credits, it happens. And overall, the performance isn't the finest. But this is what we have. I found myself struggling with this tank to keep playing for the same level, if you know what I mean. This is how I found myself playing with this tank. But all in all, in the right situation, in the right time, this vehicle is going to be absolutely glorious and amazing. Anyways, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time and see you tomorrow. Peace.